How does a garage band become the biggest metal band on the entire planet? Metallica's journey wasn't a concert tour. It was an all-out war against rival bands, the music industry, and even themselves. This is the insane story of how four guys conquered literal demons and built a massive empire. It all kicks off in LA in 1981. This drummer, Lars Ulrich, puts an ad in a newspaper. He wasn't looking for just anyone. He wanted someone who was as obsessed with bands like Iron Maiden as he was. And the guy who answered was James Hetfield. Lars already had a name he stole from a friend, Metallica. It was perfect. And their first lineup was complete chaos. Their lead guitarist, Dave Mustaine, was an incredible player, but his insane behavior was literally tearing the band apart. So right before they recorded their first album, they fired him. They put him on a bus for a 4-day trip home. This was the moment that started Megadeth and created one of the biggest rivalries in music history. They immediately got Kirk Hammett to replace him, and then they found their bassist, Cliff Burton. This guy was so good, the entire band moved from LA to San Francisco just to be in a band with him. With Cliff, Metallica dropped 3 albums that completely changed music forever: Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, and Master of Puppets. They invented a new type of music, thrash metal, and got a crazy loyal fan base from nothing. By 1986, Metallica was on top of the world, touring their biggest album yet. But then, the unthinkable happened. Their tour bus crashed, and in an instant, Cliff Burton was gone. He was only 24 years old. The band was destroyed. They were this close to quitting forever, but instead, they chose to keep going for Cliff. They hired a new bassist, Jason Newsted, and channeled all their pain into their next album, Injustice for All. It got them their first Grammy nomination, but they lost to Jethro Tull. It was insane. They got their Grammy the next year for the song One, but things were still bad. They treated the new guy, Jason, like he didn't belong, and you can't even hear his bass on the album. And then came 1991, and the album that changed everything, the Black Album. With giant hits like Enter Sandman, it sold over 16 million copies in the US. That is a crazy number. Metallica wasn't just a metal band anymore. They were the biggest rock stars on Earth. But their new sound made a ton of their original fans super angry. When the 2000s hit, Metallica decided to declare war on a new enemy, Napster. They sued the file-sharing site, and it made so many fans turn against them. But the real battle was inside the band. Jason Newsted had been ignored for years, so in 2001, he quit the band. And then came the ultimate breaking point. While trying to make their album Saint Anger, the band completely imploded. James Hetfield had to go to rehab for his alcoholism, and they filmed all of it for their documentary, Some Kind of Monster. It showed the world just how close they were to breaking up forever. But they survived, hired the amazing Robert Trujillo on bass, and became more stable than ever. This insane chapter wasn't the end. It was a new beginning. In 2008, they dropped Death Magnetic, which was a huge return to their original sound. And just 1 year later, they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If you want more insane stories about the biggest bands in the world, smash that subscribe button and tell me in the comments who we should do next. Even today, with albums like Hardwired to Self-Destruct and 72 Seasons, Metallica is still selling out entire stadiums and dropping new music. They faced fame, addiction, death, and insane backlash, and didn't just survive. They used all of it as fuel.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Metallica literally survived everything and completely rewrote the rules of music.